Okay, we're gonna start Mega Man X2 tonight. This is probably gonna be a couple parts. Well, a few parts anyway. So, we're just gonna do some of the basic groundwork for the game. I'll tell you early on the robot, which robots I take on. It has been 6 months since the destruction of Sigmund, and little has changed. The Maverick revolt started by Sigmund is over, but Mega Man X and the new generation of Maverick hunters have yet to destroy all of Sigma's followers. Led by information gained by Dr. Kane, Mega Man X and the rest of the hunters have tracked the last of the Mavericks to an abandoned Reploid factory. There they hope to wipe out the last of the resistance. Little do they suspect that real war is about to begin. Mega Man X2 versus X Hunters. You see the three characters on the right hand side of the screen. That is Valen, Agile, and Surge. I'm not sure if I'm saying the names right, so take them for what they're worth. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to option mode like I like to do and change that dash button to RB. That makes it a little bit easier for me to get a hold of. It'll play the beginning again. We're going to hit game start. We'll go through the first stage. The first stage is just like on the first one. It's an intro stage. I am playing on Rookie Hunter mode again as well. But I'm going to show you... I'm going to show you some things that's going to help you. You'll notice I'm probably not taking any damage or very little damage. So, but you can still get through the game this way. I believe this is the way I actually went through whenever I went through the game to begin with. And I kind of played around with it the other night and was actually able to... Well, I didn't remember where everything was, so I had to find everything a little bit again. I remembered where some of it was, but not all of it. You want to slide down this way and go over here. That to carry you over there. Now you'll encounter these guys right here later on in the game that pull the walls together. It's a little bit later anyway. Now you already have the Mega Buster on this one. It's not super duper powerful, but it is a little bit. I mean, you can get up to yellow on it. What you might want to do is charge up before you get down here. Try to drop maybe in the middle. No, the middle is a bad spot to drop. He can hit you with the little ball things on his hands and the part of his shoulder as well. You shouldn't have too much trouble with this boss. I think you'd take him out with 4 charged up shots. He's not really that hard. And then we're going to get into our cutscene. That's why I was wondering how much of this we could actually get done in the first playthrough as opposed to some of the other ones. And I'll explain to you what we're going to do. So here's the 3 hunters talking. This is their leader. His name is Mega Man X. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. We won't make the same mistake. He is powerful, but he is blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how is the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have little time. We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. The one on the far left is Agile. That's the purple one on your right. The one in the middle is Surge. That's the bottom blue one that's on the right. And then the one on the far right-hand side is Valen, who is the top one on the top. He's the red one. Okay, so we're going to save the game data. Now, I'm going to tell you what order to go in but I'm going to give you some information. Defeat Wheel Gator, Bubble Crab, Flame Stag, Morph Moth, and then Magna Centipede, Crystal Snail, Overdrive Ostrich, and Wire Sponge. Now, that's the order you want to take. But there's going to be some things in here because after we beat 2 of these Mavericks, those 3 guys are going to drop in. And we need to defeat we need to defeat all 3 of them. But I'm going to try to show you where collectibles are so that you will have more of an even chance to fight them instead of just getting totally destroyed by them. So I'm going to try to get most of the stuff before we end up fighting them. And the rule is if one of them lands in a stage, if you fight them and you die, I think they disappear. If you fight the Maverick of that stage and you kill the Maverick of that stage, and you don't fight them, you can't fight them again. They're lost. And the thing is, but if you don't go all the way through the stage or anything like that, you won't have that problem. So that's why we want to make sure that we can defeat them, but not really take out the Maverick for that stage. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. Because here before too long, you guys are going to see me go back to this part, that part, and everything else. And you're going to be wondering why I'm going here and why I'm going there when I told you that the order was this. There's a reason we're going that order. Or there's a reason we're going that way, or that we go to a stage and intentionally knock ourselves off of said stage. Like kill ourselves in that stage. There's a reason for that. And that's why I was wanting to explain that before we got way far into this. There is a reason for all of these. Another thing, you charge up shots on those guys with the shield, you can knock the shield off of them for about a half a second, or you can just try to fire at your feet. Again, there's 4 sub-tanks, there's 4 pieces of armor, and there's 8 heart tanks. You can elect to fight the hunters until last, as long as you leave 3 stages. They will not go into a stage that the Maverick has been defeated. So like they'll not show up in Wheel Gator's stage, because that's who I'm going to beat first. So they won't show up in Wheel Gator's stage. Now, like I said, if you leave 3 stages at the end, like Overdrive Ostrich and the other ones, this is where that door would have came out at if I'd have went on up that one. If you go through Overdrive, like if you have Overdrive Ostrich and I think it was Crystal Snail and Wire Sponge, as long as you have the 3 left, that will do it for that. And that will suffice for them to land in, because they'll have those stages left. And there are certain enemies that will be damaging me and certain enemies that are not. Most of the bosses do not do damage. But I will show you. You will see how they attack. Now he's weak against Wire Sponge's attack, which is the strike chain. He'll do that, and then he'll either send another one up the wall and then he'll attack, or he'll send one up the wall and then he'll jump again. So he'll either throw 1 or he'll throw 2. And what you need to do is you need to jump down and fire at him. If he does this, he's going to fire off 2. Then he might fire off another 2. Take free hits when he gives them to you. That's new. I didn't see him do that before. If he gets stuck in this scenario and you can jump these things, oh yeah, take all the free hits he's wanting to give you. If you hit him with the strike chain on that, he's got one attack you guys haven't seen yet because he hasn't been able to pull it off. Oh yeah, when he does that torpedo thing, he'll hit the wall. You see teeth marks in the wall. If you jump on them teeth marks, you get hurt. The other thing he'll do is he can jump up and grab you out of the water, and you have to kind of shake free. You don't want that to happen. Anything else is okay, but that's not good. Now, I know you guys saw a heart tank and some other stuff in that stage. We can't get them yet, though. We got to have some other stuff first. So we got the spin wheel from him. Now we're going to go to Bubble Crab because Bubble Crab's weak against the spin wheel. Another thing. Say I need to go to Overdrive Ostrich stage and Violin's in that stage. I can go back into Bubble Crab stage and then just exit out since I've already beaten Bubble Crab. That will reset their position. You may have to do it more than once, but it'll reset their positions. We're not really interested in the one-up. Now, a lot of people destroy this fish down here. If you can destroy it, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. I don't think it's really a necessity. Usually I can defeat him. We'll come back to this room. Note this room right here. We'll come back to it. That's a very important room actually for us. Now what we're going to do first, we're going to jump all the way over here. Now you can get this with the bubble, and it'll help. But you can still get it even without that. You can get it without any upgrades. But you want to dash jump off the wall, and sometimes you'll be alright and you'll catch it. Sometimes it takes a minute or two, so. Crap. You have to do a dash jump just to get over there anyway. And see, and then you get up here, and then just jump up here until you get in it. And you got Heart Tank. There's a sub-tank in this stage. Some people can get it. I have to have the part that helps. I have to have the bubbles. I'll show you where it is. But I have to have the bubble crab thing. It's right here. And what you'll need to do is that wall right there is the one that you need to jump on. And I can't quite get up there. Yeah. Well, got up underneath it. That's kind of an interesting thing because that's never happened before. It's easier to get with the bubble, so that's what we're going to do. If you can get it the other way, that's fantastic. And I applaud you. There's no use going down there. Just go straight across through here. We may have to post a couple parts of the videos, a couple of the videos, depending upon how many parts this actually ends up being. Because I don't know how many it's going to end up being. I'm hoping it will be about as many as the X video. But I don't know that for sure. So you want to take him out and then jump up here so that you can take the dude out. Same thing right here pretty much. Part's not really hard once you get used to it, once you get it down. That would have been where you'd have came out from fighting the X-Hunter. So we're going to fight Bubble Crab. Best thing I can tell you to do is just to try to use this wheel and just try to dodge him. He's a little bit... The wheel's a little bit weird. You could probably defeat him with your Buster, but the wheel does better. And most of the time it hits him more. Especially when he's got that bubble on. When he's got the bubble, you definitely have to use the wheel. Boy, I'm doing really bad because I can't catch him up in the corner. And always try to guide him into the wheel for more hits. Gosh. See, he hit the wheel 3 times that time. You want to try to get him to where he hits the wheel, or if he's further away from you, you want to try to coax him to the wheel so that he will hit the wheel more than like once or twice. You get it down after you fight him a little bit. You'll figure it out, and then you can figure it out whether or not you want to kill him with that or the Buster. And we got the Bubble Splash. We're not going to go right after the tank right now. There's a cutscene right here. I see now why Sigma fell at the hands of Mega Man X. He is quite formidable. I am not sure our Mavericks can hold him long enough. We may have to intervene. Dr. Kane, what happened? A group of Mavericks calling themselves the X-Hunters have just contacted us. Now this is why you have to destroy them. Greetings, we have all of Zero's parts. They can be yours if you can defeat us. We look forward to meeting you, X. X-Zero's control chip is still stored here. I doubt it is possible to resurrect him without it. Dr. Kane, I've got to get Zero's parts back. At any cost. If you get Zero's parts, all 3 of Zero's parts, you don't have to fight him toward the end of the game. If you fail to get the parts, you have to fight him. Okay, we're going to change what we were going to do because I was going to go to Flame Stag stage next, but one of them's there. So we'll go right back to Bubble Crab stage. And we'll go ahead and go get that sub-tank. So I lied to you guys. I would, I told you I wasn't going to go back and get it, but I'm going to. So, yeah, that's where we're going with that. So we're going to go back to that area I told you where it was. You can use charged up shots on this thing too, but I don't know if it would help. You'd have to take out the back. The top. And on the top, really what you have to do is you just have to keep jumping and shooting. Or shoot him in the face. Right in the face! Oh no, I'm sorry guys. We have to have the arm before we can go through there. I'm sorry. No, we can't get that then. That is a thing. So we can't get that. We have to have the X-Buster power up. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Now we can go to Flame Stag stage. Now on Flame Stag stage, you can get everything you need in one run. You can kill him. You can get the sub-tank and the heart tank in here in one run. But you got to be really quick to get the heart tank, because the heart tank's the harder of the two to get. The sub tank, you just find this guy, And just make sure he doesn't hit a destructible wall or he'll blow himself up. You just wait till he gets up here. Ow. You don't get hit by him right there. And then you do come over here. You'll grab the E-Tank. So there's one of your 4 E-Tanks. I would drop in right here if you get the chance to. It's a little bit easier to come down through here and handle this. Now, in this next part, I'm going to show you where the heart tank is. I'm going to try to get it. But I'm not going to talk while I'm doing it because it's way too hard. Crap. If I would have just hit dash again. See, if you get caught in this fire, it kills you. I maybe should have just dashed and just took the hit. I don't know. But see, that is so fast. See, usually you get that guy right there to break that bottom wall. The good thing is, it's right at the beginning of the stage. So it's not too awful bad if you don't. Crap. The bad thing was I hit the dash button. Or thought I hit the dash button. We'll have to go back and get it. It's a little bit easier when you can just quit out of the stage if you miss it. You need to break the top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter. You need to kind of be on the bottom anyway. And we need to grab all the health power-ups we can muster to fill up our sub-tanks. Now this part can be a little bit hard if you don't have... If you have... Like I've got Rookie Hunter mode turned on. But I'm still going to show you how these guys come down through here. So that you can try to come up with some way to fight them. You may have to take at least one hit right there. There's nothing over here if you thought there was. Okay. Now, if you're lucky, you'll catch him. You'll catch Flame Stag, and you'll be able to wear him out. His weakness is his bubble splash. He's not as hard as he looks. He's really not. He'll throw a second fireball if you wait and it goes higher. But if you can just jump over the first one, that's how easy he is. I think we're going to go to Overdrive Ostrich stage and Flame Stag stage and get a couple of the power-ups. I think that's what we're going to do first. So let's make sure nobody is in Overdrive Ostrich's stage. And nobody is. So let's go there. Now remember, we're not going after Overdrive Ostrich. We're going in here to get something. If you can manage to get the heart in this stage the one way, then go ahead and do it. If not, that's okay too. By the way, I'm going to go over here and go ahead and get this. This is where one of them would be if they were in the stage, but they're not in the stage. You would go on up, and they would be over there. So, but we're not going to worry about that. We could probably beat Overdrive Ostrich just with our Buster, but we're not going that route. So, this is how to get the you'd have to take this all the way to the end of the stage. So like when you destroy that one right there, I'll show you how this works. I won't make it, but just in case. If you take too much damage or anything like that, you can't, yeah, see. It's just easier to get with the dash and the speed burner. Because I'll show you where the thing's at. And it's easier to get it right there. It's a little bit too difficult to get it. I don't think there's anything down there. No, there's not. Okay. See, the stage is kind of short. That's where the heart tank would be. Where that bed of spikes is up there. You see over through there? There's where the heart tank is. But it's easier to get with the dash and stuff. Now you want to come over here. And you want to use the wheel right here. It's going to open this up. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your main drive unit. With it, you will be able to dash while in midair. Use it wisely, Mega Man X. It's probably the best one to get first. Because now you can dash. You can either dash on the ground or you can dash in midair. That helps. Now, I might try to go get that. I don't know. Because, see, here's the boss. The boss's stage is right, and the boss's area is right here. So, like I said, it's not a long stage. But we're not going to go that route. Okay, we only die 2 times, so it's not going to really matter anyway. If you can, you can try to dash over there after you're hanging on the top of the wall. But what you're supposed to be able to do is try to do jumps and stuff to get the speed bike in here. If you can't get the speed bike in here, though, the best thing to do, and this is what I always do, is to just use the dash and then let go, like be charging the speed burn right here, and then jump up, dash, and then let go of the speed burn. And usually that'll shoot you on across. It'll give you enough oomph to get on across. Okay, so we're going to try to go to Morph Moth stage next. We may go through the stage, I'm not sure. Unless one of them's there. They are not there, good. Okay. And then we'll leave those other 4 for next time, and we'll get some more enhancements. I didn't know it was going to actually not take me this long. Which is kind of a good thing. Now in this stage, the shield guy will be useful later. Not right now, but later. If you want to try to take these guys out, you kind of can. There's an enhancement that you can get, and I think it's Crystal Snail stage. And it's a helmet that can detect stuff. Fortunately, I now remember where things are. So you're going to use this. You're going to use the wheel right here. And then you're going to come down here. And looky here. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your body armor. With it, you can absorb damage and transfer it into explosive weapon energy. This is a very, very nice upgrade to have. Because with this, you can take damage. And once it's full, you can do that. It's got to be full. So, you know, but you have to take damage to get that. So, I'm going to have to find the Buster arm. And I'm not sure where it's at. See, if you don't defeat the wheel of that thing quick enough, he keeps on just redoing that part of it. You really don't even have to fight this guy unless you want to. I think there's there's one up over here. These guys, you're better off to just let them drop down and fight them that way. Now this enemy's a little bit weird. I found the best thing to do is to just do it this way. You have to shoot him in the chest. And I find that Buster shots are not really effective because you need to really charge up to hit this insect thing. Wow, he gave me all kinds of time to hit him. If you can't kill him around the first time, he'll do this again. There we go. We got him. At least you guys kind of know what he does. I think he appears a little bit later in the stage. Do not let those guys jump on your head. They will try to make you jump when you don't want to, and they'll try to do other things when you don't want to. If you want to know where the... if there's a Maverick... Well, if there's a hunter in this stage, to your right is where he'll be. Now, you can drop down the rest of this. It doesn't really matter. I like to go on the top route. The bottom route's kind of nasty. Got some hazards down in there. The heart tank was at the beginning of the stage where there was that guy that I told you would be instrumental later. But you have to have the crystal hunter to hit him with it to do that. And we don't have that yet. We won't have that for a little bit. Yeah, try to kill these guys before they get there. You do not want them hopping on your head. And then you got to fight this mid-stage boss again. If you get lucky before you fight the 3 hunters, you can almost have just about everything. Like heart tank, sub-tanks and stuff. You can have up to 4. You can have all 4 sub-tanks, maybe even all 4 armor upgrades. And you can have, I think 7 of 8 heart tanks. Alright, now you're going to use the burner. See how that crush is filling up down there while we're taking damage? Now you're going to grab this burner. This may be the last thing that we do, I think. Maybe for this evening. Or for this part of it anyway. You're going to set him on fire. When he comes out, you're going to set him on fire again. You're going to set him on fire again. I'm going to have to find the X shot. The garbage hits you, that's what hurts you. So try to stay away from that. You just have to go around in a circle to dodge that. I didn't dodge it, but that's all you have to do. Now, if he does this, he'll turn into this, and sometimes you can catch him a few good times before he comes back down again. Show y'all a little Easter egg. I think it's with his. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I can't show it to you yet. I'll have to show it to y'all later. I have to have the arm upgrade for everything. We got Silk Shot. So we're going to save right there. That's going to do it for right now. I'm not sure where I'm wanting to go next. You see how you have to kind of take them out sooner or later. It's because you don't have anything left. I think we'll probably go to Magna Centipede stage next. When we come back. Yeah, we'll probably do that one next. I'm trying to think. Wire Sponge has a sub-tank and a heart tank. Overdrive Ostrich has the heart tank left. And Crystal Snail has the helmet upgrade. So Magna Centipede stage must have the arm upgrade in it there somewhere. So, yeah, we'll have to double check on that to make sure. Because once you get the arm upgrade, you can go back through a lot of the stages and get a lot of the stuff. And like I said, by the time we would even maybe fight one of those first bosses, you could have all of the armor. You can have all the armor, all the heart tanks except for one, and all the sub tanks. And even though you'll see places that say this or that, Violin is actually weak against the bubbles, and he's probably the easiest to defeat. Surge is weak against I think it's the Sonic Slicer, which is what Overdrive Ostrich has. And then Agile is weak against the magnet. The magnet. I think it's. I don't know if it's called Magnet Missile or what it's called. It comes from Magna Centipede. So you'll have the weapon to defeat at least two of them, and then you'll get the weapon to defeat the other one afterwards. So but getting that much done, I didn't think I was going to get that much completed in the first part. That's kind of a shock to me, but I'm glad that we got that much done. It may not be as many parts as I think it's going to be. So until part 2, we will see you later.